What will GTA Online become when Grand Theft Auto 6 is out, and what's going to happen to our Grand Theft Auto Online characters? That's what we're going to be discussing in today's video. I thought this was a relatively interesting topic because a scenario like this in terms of Rockstar games has never happened before. GTA Online has been their first multiplayer experience that has had progressions and items that you could save. GTA 4 had a multiplayer experience, but there wasn't personalized characters. You couldn't save items. There was no point to have money and to have possessions. So this is going to be the first scenario in which Rockstar is going to have to make some decisions on how they want this to ultimately work. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below on what you think is going to happen to Grand Theft Auto Online when GTA 6 comes out. Keep in mind that is a couple years from now, obviously. So no matter what we discuss in this video, at least in this point in time, everything you do in online, you should just consider it to be business as usual. So I can see three possible alternatives happening when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. And that assumes that GTA 6 is going to have another online mode like Grand Theft Auto Online. Rockstar has made millions of dollars with the microtransactions in GTA Online. It's one of the most successful parts of the Grand Theft Auto franchise, so I can only assume that they are going to be continuing that. So as I mentioned, I think there are three alternatives that Rockstar could do here. The first alternative, Grand Theft Auto Online will remain the same, and GTA Online 2, if you can see my air quotes, will be released and revolving around GTA 6's universe. So the way this would work, it would be pretty self-explanatory. Rockstar would just cut off online, and then they would make Online 2.0. Now, if this were to happen when you play GTA 6, all your online character stuff would have to be new. Because of the separation, there'd be no way for there to be a crossover. So that means your character would essentially be stuck in Grand Theft Auto Online's version of Los Santos and would be unable to move to wherever GTA 6's universe takes place. And then Grand Theft Auto Online 2, you'd have to start from scratch, from level 0, and you'd have to build your way up, just like you did on day 1 when you first started GTA 5. The second alternative, Grand Theft Auto Online will be shut down, and GTA Online 2 will replace it. So this is an interesting subject, and it actually has a lot of different branches. If Grand Theft Auto Online does get shut down, what will happen to our characters? Will they be stuck in purgatory? Will they just be sitting in Los Santos and, that's the end? They're dead, I guess you could say. Or will Rockstar give us the option to transfer those characters to Online 2.0? At any rate, in this scenario, Grand Theft Auto Online 2 would be replacing Grand Theft Auto Online, and there would only be one online multiplayer experience for GTA. There would not be two. Now, the third alternative is this. Grand Theft Auto Online would receive an expansion, adding another world you could explore if you own GTA 6, but you'll still be able to switch back to Los Santos. So this is by far the most complex scenario. It essentially has Grand Theft Auto Online being combined with GTA 6's multiplayer universe. Now, this would be very cool. It would almost sort of function like the old GTA games. When you got the map, like only one part of Vice City was available, only one part of Liberty City and GTA 4 was available, and as you progress through the game, it would unlock. That's sort of the same thing here, but instead of a physical map, it's an online world. So let's just say, for example, Vice City is going to be GTA 6's location. It would be cool if when Grand Theft Auto 6 does come out, Rockstar opens up Los Santos International Airport, and if you have Grand Theft Auto 6, you could literally fly to Vice City, and then you could go to the online version of Grand Theft Auto 6 or Online 2.0, whatever it's going to be called. Now, that is definitely a little bit complex, and I don't know if Rockstar would want to dive into that, just because that would be combining so much old stuff with so much new stuff. I think they would almost want to separate the worlds. So I could personally see all three of those alternatives working. Another thing that Rockstar could potentially allow us to do is import our online characters with maybe a little bit of money and a vehicle, and we'll have to start a new empire on the new map back at a lower level. Now, the reason I could see Rockstar doing this is because they've done something similar to that when going from the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions of the game to PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. So with that, we were able to port all of our characters to a new console. We kept all of our money, all of our vehicles, properties, businesses, and more. And that's easy because it's sort of on a parallel line. It's the same Grand Theft Auto game. With this, you'd be transporting to a whole new world. Now, I could see Rockstar doing something very similar to that, We import our online characters so they keep all of our stats and stuff like that. But what I couldn't see Rockstar doing is allowing us to keep the money, because you know there's going to be microtransactions in the next online game. I mean, there's going to be microtransactions in RDR2. We know that for sure. And I don't know about transporting a vehicle, because who knows if that vehicle would be available in GTA 6. Maybe they gave you one by default. But I agree that you would have to start your empire from new, because I'm assuming there's going to be DLCs in that version of multiplayer, and they obviously wouldn't want you to have stuff from older DLCs from online. Now, I've actually seen a lot of people say they're hoping that they build the next Grand Theft Auto Online from the ground up and make it have no connections to the current multiplayer, because Grand Theft Auto Online has a lot of issues right now. Those issues could be modders or hackers or glitches or just things that don't work properly. And I kind of give Rockstar the benefit of the doubt here, because this was their first major multiplayer experience. And I think that would be cool if they completely make it separate, but they learn from some of the things that went right in online, but also some of the things that didn't go so well in online. So that's another possibility right there, is that they completely just start from scratch. Another thing you have to think of is, how would it be fair to new players? And that's why I personally think the next online mode is going to be a clean slate, because if not, otherwise new players wouldn't stand a chance against GTA 5 veterans. And when you think of pretty much every other multiplayer game, it pretty much functions the same way too. When you get a new game, you have to start over. Think of first-person shooters. Think of other multiplayer games. Just because you're getting, another title doesn't mean you get to keep your stats. Now, I'm not sure it works that way in every single game, but for most games, you do have to start over, because it does sort of balance the playing ground for new players and veterans alike, at least at the beginning. So how I could actually see this working is Rockstar kind of meeting somewhere in the middle. I'm less inclined to believe that they'll just carry everything over for a lot of the reasons I mentioned earlier, but maybe have some kind of conversion/returning player feature. There's probably going to be bonus content for returning players, just like there was on last gen to current generation, and then some kind of conversion for our character's appearance. I'm sure obviously there's going to be tons of new changes there, although it will probably look a little bit odd, like from going to last gen to current generation. But as far as items go, like cars, guns, and clothes, I feel like that would be tough to carry over. But what Rockstar might do is maybe do a calculation to determine how much cash a player should start with in GTA Online 2. So maybe like the combined value of all their items, or resale value of 10%, plus all the money you currently have. And you could maybe get somewhere around $500,000 to $1 million, maybe $2 million to start. That way you at least reward veteran players a little bit for going on the long journey of Grand Theft Auto Online. And the last thing I want to talk about today is, how is single player going to factor into all of this? I almost sort of hope that Grand Theft Auto Online 2 is based off of single player. And what I mean by that is DLC is a single player priority, and single player DLC features get added to multiplayer as well. So DLC in the future looks like single player story missions with added weapons and cars, and then those cars and weapons get added to multiplayer. Although on the flip side of that, a lot of people have been saying that there might not even be a story mode for the next Grand Theft Auto game, as hard as that is to believe, based off of the success of recent online modes, battle royale games like Fortnite and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Would it be of Rockstar's best interest to forego story and just jump straight into a online mode? Because that's obviously what 95% of people are doing right now. I mean, aside from maybe some single player mods, at this point in time, no one's really playing the story. Would Rockstar ever forego that to focus solely on Grand Theft Auto Online? I know that would get a lot of people upset, as I feel like there's still a dedicated community that really does enjoy the single player, and I'm of that group. But maybe Rockstar just says, it might not be worth it for us. Just some things to consider here. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think GTA Online will become when Grand Theft Auto 6 is out, and what's going to happen to our characters too. Are they going to get transferred over? Are they just going to be stuck there? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.